What would you do if I told you that Hedera and Amazon would be working together one day? You'd probably say, absolutely no way, that's not going to happen, it's ridiculous. Or you might be living in that box and saying, HBAR's still at this price today, who cares about it, the market is garbage, HBAR's garbage. And that's typically the echo chamber of all of those that are only looking at the short term. In this video, I really want to talk about something very significant, which is Amazon utilizing DLT. More specifically, a project that is built on Hedera that could power the future of Amazon and many other industries. So with that being said, welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. I want to take a quick look at this event coming up, which is the AI conference from September 10th, which is today, to the 11th. Hedera is a proud sponsor of the AI conference, and this is stop by our booth to meet the team on Wednesday. Catch Hedera Ecosystem Partner Equity Lab session, verifiable AI building trust in the age of autonomous systems. And I'm actually very excited about this. This is a huge conference. And also, by the way, I want you guys to understand that Hedera is fully embracing the narratives around the space. AI, RWA tokenization, DeFi, gaming, social media, DLT initiatives, like all of this stuff is happening on Hedera. Now over here we have the AI conference. These are all of the speakers here. Some very prominent names in the Web2 space, as you guys can clearly see. Very large companies, organizations, universities, you name it. This is incredible. I mean, you have DoorDash here, Intuit, AMD, Square. The list just goes on. Microsoft is there, IBM is there. This is a very substantial event. And if we actually look at the sponsors, here we have AMD, Microsoft, IBM. You also have Google Cloud next to Hedera and a few other big names here. But the list just goes on and on and on. Very, like I said, substantial event with some very prominent names in the Web 2 and even the Web 3 space. And if we actually go over here to the agenda, we can see the full on agenda here. So we have number 1, open intelligence for all. Beyond that, AI powered startups, how Microsoft Azure is fueling the next wave of innovation. This is just a fireside chat. Why knowledge graphs are necessary for enterprise AI. Just really kind of preparing everyone for what's coming, right? Enterprise AI, automated business flows. We even have GPUs being mentioned because of how big render was so far. And I just think that as we really look at what's happening here, Web 2 and Web 3 is converging in a very large way. It's almost like TradFi and DeFi. We're starting to see everything being painted in front of us, right? We're starting to see the big evolution of technology around enterprise, around the institutional side of things. And I'm very excited about this because this is something that we've been talking about for years and years and years and speculating on. And now we're seeing everything really kind of coming into full picture. And I'm very excited about this. Now, let's talk about the big elephant in the room, which is Amazon, right? So I told you guys back in January of 2022, all right, this is a very long time ago now. I said, I can honestly see the day in the not so distant future where Amazon is utilizing Hbar for drone deliveries via Neuron World. The funny thing is that there really isn't any other DLT out there more suitable for the job than Hbar. The doors this technology will open. Now, yes, I've said this 100 times over. I do think that Hedera offers something that almost none of these other DLTs offer for the Web3 space, but also for the Web2 space when it comes to enterprises, institutions, you name it. One of my favorite use cases on Hedera since day one has been Neuron. I love Neuron. I love it for what they are doing, for what they're building. The opportunities here are endless. Now I bring up Amazon because it's a very big name. Everyone knows about Amazon. It's one of the largest names in the Web2 space. But I just want you guys to understand that it just begins with Amazon. Because there's a lot more that Neuron can actually do, which we will talk about. But let's address what Amazon's plan is. So back in November of 2022, we saw this announcement from CNBC, which was a first look at Amazon's new delivery drone, slated to start deliveries this year. Like I said, I told you guys this back in January of 2022. In November of 2022, this was the introduction of Amazon's new delivery drone that will start flying packages in 2022. Now, it does break a few things down around this, but for the most part, the number one thing to take away from this is the fact that, yes, Amazon has been preparing this for a while. In fact, since going all the way back to 2013, Prime Air has been slow going since it started testing in 2013. It made a single drone delivery in 2016, but has reportedly hit major setbacks since, such as high turnover and crashes. So, yeah, I mean, there has been, road bumps in the road, but this is still ongoing today. And we even have over here, more recently, from May 30th of this year, Amazon to expand drone delivery service after clearing FAA hurdle. Amazon cleared a key regulatory hurdle that will enable it to expand drone deliveries. The FAA has allowed Amazon to fly drones out of sight of a ground spotter, enabling it to fly further distances. Amazon's drone program, called Prime Air, has struggled to get off the ground since Jeff Bezos first laid out his vision for the service more than a decade ago. And here you have, those drones and what they will look like. But this is very important to focus on. I'm telling you guys that right now. This is very, very important to look at. Now, we also have, it is eyeing further expansion to other U.S. cities in 2025. The company has said it aims to deliver 500 million packages by drone per year by the end of this decade. 500 million packages by drone per year. Okay, now I want you guys to remember this. Remember these numbers. Over here we have, in 2013, Jeff Bezos called his shot. Amazon delivery to your door in 30 minutes. How? Drones. Jeff thought it'd take 5 years. It took 10. But it's finally here. This week, Prime Air is live in California and Texas. Long-term thinking connects all world-class companies. And yes, if you actually look at this, here you have.
Oh my God!
This is from 60 Minutes.
Octocopters.
Yeah.
These are effectively drones, but there's no reason that they can't be used as delivery vehicles. Take a look up here so I can show you how it works.
All right. We're talking about delivery here.
We're talking about delivery. So there's an item going into the vehicle. I know this looks like science fiction. It's not.
Wow.
This is early. This is still years away. Drops the package.
There's the package.
You come and get your package. And we can do half-hour delivery.
Half-hour delivery.
Half-hour delivery. I don't want anybody to think this is just around the corner. This is years of additional work from this point.
But years means 5, 10.
I'm an optimist, Charlie.
Yes.
I know it can't be before 2015 because that's the earliest that we could get the rules from the FAA. My guess is that's probably a little optimistic. But could it be, 4 or 5 years? I think so.
Now, they just got the FAA hurdle. This is huge. Now, we have over here that Amazon, one of 6 selected for drone trials by the UK Civil Aviation Authority. This happened on August 16th of this year, just recently. And if you guys do remember the UK Civil Aviation Authority, then you are knowing where this video is headed. Neuron selected by the UK regulator to take part in the CAA regulatory sandbox. This happened back in September of 2023. This is from Neuron World. This is from Hedera. And this was actually with the UK government and the Civil Aviation Authority. And this was actually around Project Blueprint. It's been selected to take part in the UK Civil Aviation Authority Temporary Reserved Area Sandbox, which will allow us to work closely with the subject matter experts within the CAA to progress towards our objectives of successfully trialing integrated BVLOS, beyond visual line of sight, drone operations within the UK airspace. And this is what the sandbox aims to do. As you guys can see, all of this is to actually enable drone deliveries around medical supplies. We're talking about Amazon. It could be anything, contracting work, anything that you can think of that can require a drone delivery. That's what this is targeting. Now, also over here, we have Project Blueprint. They gave us a full 2 hours of content around Project Blueprint. And this is pretty much everything, right? This is what the live demonstration showcased. Strategic flight plan deconfliction, which is drone to drone. We also have ITM, interoperability between UTM, and then also ATM. Airport approvals process, drone and aircraft tracking via ADS-B sensors, tracking and alerting in GCS and UTM, ATM systems, UTM conformance monitoring, real collision avoidance, drone and aircraft, and then also in-cockpit tracking of drones via EFB. All of this is available through their DCENT infrastructure that is built on Hedera, okay? Now, this hasn't really seen so much adoption just yet, but they have well over 50 plus active nodes, and they continue to expand. Within 3 years, they estimate that we could hit 50,000 live services across 6 use case verticals with over 200 million of value transferred through the network annually. Lots more work to do. Better get back to the grind. And this is 4D Sky as well. This is built by Neuron. This is low altitude flight tracking for drones. Why is this very important? Well, if Amazon wants to do drone deliveries, this is the best way to track it. And this is all secured with Hedera, safety and security all through Hedera. Use cases, you can see it here. You have hobbyist, track flights in real time, search historical flights, and access fun tools. Analytics, ATM and UTM integrate with our SDSP to help monitor and manage low altitude airspace traffic, and of course, drones. This is one of the most exciting use cases. Why? Well, because Amazon, if they're looking at 500 million packages by drone per year, Jeff Bezos is talking about 30-minute package deliveries. Think about all of those transactional, events that would be pinged onto Hedera. All of this tracked and traced. We're talking about trillions of transactions, guys. And we're not talking about trillions of transactions, per year. No, we're talking about trillions of transactions per month, per week, billions of transactions per day. And like I said, yeah, focus on drone deliveries in other areas, not just Amazon. Look at this. You have drones grabbing construction supplies, carrying it down the mountain, across the mountain. Like, this is something that is possible with drones. This is where we're headed. And if we think about this, all of this tracking, tracing, monitoring, all on DLT, it's all transactional flows. Amazon is obviously one of the largest companies out there. They're fully focused on drone deliveries. But think about the medical supplies industry. Think about any industry. Also, think about stores, right? You want to rent a tool from, a store. Deliver it by drone to your house. Once you're done, you take it outside, you call for the drone, it takes the tool, you're done. That's a possibility with drone deliveries. It's a possibility with DLT. DLT that can handle the scale. And that's exactly what I am focused on. Hedera can handle the scale. It's one of the only DLTs that can actually do this. So with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys have more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.